It is an honor to stand before you to read the Blue Ribbon Ceremony, the Blue Ribbon, on behalf of the Clarendon Community Coalition, and thank you for having us. Blue Ribbons for Kids. The Blue Ribbon Child Abuse Prevention Campaign had its early beginnings following the death of a very young child. In 1989, a Virginia grandmother received the devastating news that her grandson had died of injuries inflicted by his parents. In an expression of grief and outrage, this grandmother did something that has given us a symbol. She tied a blue ribbon to the antenna of her van as a way to remember the bruised and the battered body of her grandson, and to alert her community to the tragedy of child abuse. Her simple idea to wear and display the blue ribbon for children or child abuse prevention was picked up by grassroots organizations across the country. And this is what she said in her own words. No, it isn't true. It simply cannot be true. They are telling me that my grandson is dead. They are wrong. There must be some mistake. Michael is fine. But deep in my heart, I knew it was true, for I have not seen him in weeks. It's been so long since I sat by his side in the hospital. Of course, I knew something was wrong as I sat there. I saw fear in his face, the bruises on his body, and the healing cigarette burns on his hands. His doctor did not believe my daughter's story. He fell in slippery water in the bathtub. I felt sick. I didn't understand. Are my granddaughters all right? Was all I thought. Where are they? I only had one child. She was a beautiful little girl. She was the light of our eyes. We knew she had entered into a stormy marriage, for we brought her home several times in the 5 years of the marriage lasted. We suspected heavy use of drugs, but in those 5 years, 3 beautiful, healthy children had been born. I loved them dearly, and they loved me. The children were 16 months, 3 years, and 4 years old. After the ordeal at the hospital, my grandson was placed in foster care for 3 weeks. He cried when they came to take him back to his mother. He told his foster mother, "My mama doesn't love me," and he begged to stay. I ached for his dilemma. I was not physically able to care for him. The court seemed to believe that home was the best place for him. But I knew better, and I begged them to return him to his mother. But I was overruled. My instinct as a grandmother did not count. I never saw Michael again. My 16-month-old granddaughter was hospitalized after being beaten severely. Her leg was broken in 4 places, and her hand burned from the tip of her little fingers to her wrist. It was only then the search was on for Michael. We learned that he had been killed, wrapped in a sheet, stuffed in a toolbox, and dumped into a dismal swamp 3 months earlier. My grandchildren had suffered and battled so much throughout their lives, their little young lives, that it sickened me. My life was turned into physical and mental chaos. My efforts to understand became a plea to stop abusing children. I tied a blue ribbon on my van antenna to make people wonder. It caught on locally with restaurants, businesses, the police department, and radio and television stations. They all started supporting me in my efforts to make a real awareness campaign. Why the color blue? I never intend to forget the battered, bruised bodies of my grandchildren. Bruises are black, then eventually blue. Therefore, blue serves as a constant reminder to me to fight for our children. Join with me. We must protect our most precious gift of all, and that is our children. Please wear a blue ribbon. Put one on your car. Give one to your friends. Tell them what it means. You may be saving a child's life. If you suspect anything is happening to your children, grandchildren, the child next door, please act. Thank you.